Kurogunner just subscribed to Tier 1. Thank you for your support.
Haha, I'm ready for a stream today, chat. Are you proud of me? I'm proud of me. Mostly everything was working. I only had to click 2 extra things to get things working today. Definitely a master of automation. Not that I have ever let you down in that regard, ever, definitely. In any case, happy Monday, chat. It's currently September 15th on Earth. In most places where this is viewed. Except for where it is not. I don't know if I actually have anybody who is regularly coming from beyond the Americas, but if so, hello, happy September 16th. But yeah, for the rest of it, it is the 15th. It's still Monday, and we still have 4 days to go. Viva Mexico grito de independencia tonight. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, Mexico, let's go. I don't know what any of that means, but I'm assuming it's a party about independence. Fuck yeah. Happy Mexican Independence Day, gamers. Let's go. I feel like I should know that. I feel like they should teach that in school here. It's kind of relevant. Mexico's our neighbor. We celebrate midnight. Oh, I love that. I love it. I love an excuse to fucking party at midnight. Like, I feel like these days everybody's just really cranky because the work environment is really toxic. So like you're just like you got all these people who are like, "Oh, well, yeah, New Year's is cool and all, but like it's almost 11. I should really get home. I got to work tomorrow, you know? Like it's just we're old. It's not the same as it used to be." So, yeah. I'm not impressed. Party at midnight. We normally see the president do an address called the Grito de Independencia. Independence Scream. Oh, let's fucking go. I love that. Hopefully I didn't butcher that too much. I'll let my comrades down there. In any case, hi everybody. Happy Monday. Congrats, Zero on first and second today, and Arc, hi. Close, but no cigar. And thank you for the hydrate, Zero. Hi, Zero. Hi, Ark. Hi, Shy Moth. Hi, Patches. Hi, Kuro. Kuro, thank you so much for the 41 months. Fuck yeah. Where they shout about us getting independence from Spain. Let's fucking go. Fuck those Europeans. Alright, let me log into 14 here. Because I don't have a better game for shit posting in. So we're gonna shit post in 14. Let me check my mobile stream here because I've adjusted things a little bit yet again and I want it to be manageable. Oh yeah, I'm really big right now. Also, yeah, Twitch broke subs. That's crazy. I saw what you put in Fizzy's chat, Zero, about them like, yeah, they pushed a change and fucking clocked out. That's absolutely what happened. Like, it's not like any... I can't imagine there's any, like, change window blocking or anything like that right now. So you're just kind of like... It's slowly making its way up the escalation pathway to get the right on-call person back in the office. I don't have a good layout right now. Wait, what the... What is going on? Why does OBS change my scenes constantly? I've changed so much within OBS that, like, there could be a million things broken right now and I wouldn't know. But I feel like every day I start up in VTube Studios in a different position. Ever since I started streaming at 2K, it's been like this. Alright. We're good now. Yeah, I think we're good. Wait a second. We're missing something. Also, my number pad is not plugged in again. Definitely prepared. What did I plug this USB cable into? So rarely get to see the excited worry tail. Do you want to see the unexcited worry tail? Don't mind that USB noise. That was me, chat. I crashed VTube Studio. Oh, that's amazing. I hit one of my fucking expressions and it just fucking exploded. Cool. Oh, wait, I have a fucking stream running in the background. I need to close that. So my computer does not explode. Alright, will this work? She unplugged the worry. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do to me. Gonna be unplugged soon. I don't know if these buttons work. My laptop has some different things configured right now because I spent so much time over it recently and I haven't migrated any of that over. So honestly, that sounds like a lot of work. Tail move. Numpad 0. Which button is numpad 0 now? Okay, don't mind the sound. I'm going to load up Keyboard Tester. In any case, chat. Check out a Shy Moth. They're also a fantastic streamer. She's a lamia, not a moth. Maybe a bit of a monster girl, just like us. Hey, subs are back. Let's go. Well, you know what that means, chat. You can give Fizzy subs now. Let's see. Keyboard tester. Never a dull day where things are just gonna work the way we want them to. That is just the delete key. Wait, does that mean my 14 buttons work properly or don't work properly? I hate having to alt tab. Like, I don't have a monitor right now for VTube Studio. So I just kind of have to alt tab and move things around. Alright, let's see. No, okay. Gonna hit the num lock. There we go. Whoa, Patches, thank you for gifting that sub to the community. You got slimy, let's go. Oh! Wow, that's really white. That's really pale. I thought I had like an intermediate step, but I'm just full on pale now, chat. This is what happens when I get into the flower. I'm ready to make some cookies. I'm gonna do a trust dungeon while we chat. We're gonna see how well that goes. Because it's been a really long time since I did anything in this game. System. Character. Duty. Yeah, no, it's in duty, isn't it? Warmore, Zormore. Under the key light, too long, bleached. A little bit. Okay, I'll do duty support. I'm gonna do the dead ends because I basically got it memorized. There's a couple dungeons that I like enough that like I will do them all the time as like a test. Oh yeah, they're waiting to follow me. Alright, where's my fairy button? This is important. Uh-oh. This is not working. See, this is why I lit up the trust. Because the... None of the buttons are working except the first row. Oh no. Oh wait, that one's working. Wait! Are you kidding me? Wait, what the fuck happened to my model? Is this negative worry? Do they want to save and preserve humanity? Not exactly. Alright, well now we're learning things about my computer mouse, but not things I wanted to know about my computer mouse. This is frustrating. This is really ironic because... Don, if you were here like 5 seconds ago, you would have the answer to that, but I'm not going to explain it again. I'm testing, basically. So... Wait, now the buttons work. What is this button even? Place. Alright, well, I guess if I can't reproduce the issue, I can't figure it out. Maybe don't get the Stream Deck enabled mouse then? Oh no, why not, Ark? So like, obviously my mouse buttons working properly is kind of important to me, and I got sick of the Logitech G604 or G600 or something like that. I forget which one it was. The Logitech mouse, it kept losing my profile, and then I just couldn't set it for any reason. I'd have to unplug it and plug it back in, and it would happen like at least once a week in Raid. And it was frustrating because like we had enough problems in Raid, and it was affecting my reputation with people. Cause like, you know, like one or two things it's fine, but like when it happens a lot, people are just like, okay, what? But I rely on my mouse now. My like MMO mouse is kind of necessity. It's kind of required. Wait, that's Aldo. What the fuck? When did I move all this shit? You're already hitting unexpected things with the mouse, yeah. Yeah, I guess it was the G600 because the G604 is a different wireless mouse. It has multiple buttons, but not quite as many. Were you saving the profile of the mouse or just, yeah, both? I tried it both ways. When I tried it with the, like, I originally saved profiles to the mouse and that worked better, but it didn't have as many features that way. And sometimes it would switch to the PC. It would just switch to using PC mode or whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, let me just do it on both. And then it would like get stuck and PC mode just wouldn't like work. So I'm like, there's no like complete failsafe, it seems like. Like I'm pretty sure the last thing I tried was just to have it on both, so like if PC mode failed I could switch over, but then like it seemed to get stuck or something like that. Hi Muse. How's it going? Gamers, if you're not already following Muse, check Muse out. There are Supreme Overlord and Team Eternal Wind, but also friend of stream. Yeah, that's the danger with the G600. The software that allowed you to save profiles on your PC is no longer supported. What the fuck? I'd heard the mouse is discontinued, but like they seem like they can't make their minds up on that. And if your mouse's internal storage is no longer working properly, it could cause profile weirdness. Oh, great. I guess MMOs aren't popular anymore, so why make MMO mice? Imagine if your mouse controlled stream and you did things. So, that would be bad. But to be fair, I wouldn't use that feature anyway. Like, I could see how it could be neat for people, but like, I'm not interested in it myself. Sorry, still getting over the congestion from the cold. Didn't they add the G600 new G hub? I have no idea on that one. While I love my G600, I will admit it's a very niche product. Yeah, I felt like I could trust Logitech. So I went with G600 against all the competitors. But it in fact did not prove me well. Logitech, what? Thancred, why are you made of Play-Doh? Yeah, it certainly was the go-to for years. So... I thought about Red Dragon because Kai's like an affiliate for it, but like... I was like, nah, I don't like the look of this. So... I went with Fizzy's mouse, which is the Aerox 9. And I used that for part of my Fru Prog and did a bunch of work to like adapt to a better raid key mapping and like change how I could use things so I could actually map more buttons, which was great. And then the first one stopped working with the corner, like the corner thumb button no longer doing anything for me. And I mean, I contacted them. The mouse is less than a year old. And, you know, they took it under warranty. Even though, like, I didn't know if it was my doing or not, but... yeah, I don't need to know that. And they replaced the mouse. They made me destroy the old one. Oh, fuck. You know, I don't need this. This where I'm going? Yeah, this is where I'm going. Well, it's not just look. I'll end up buying a Red Dragon too, but I'll get to that. Well, I guess I'm kind of there now. So, when I had to wait on the new Red Dragon mount, or the new Artist 9 or whatever the fuck, Aerox 9 from Steel Series, I couldn't use my old one in the meantime because they make you break it. It's kind of dumb, but whatever. So I had to get another mouse to hold me over. And so I bought a Red Dragon because it was cheap and I wanted to try it. But the Red Dragon's like key mapping is really shitty. Like, I'm sorry for you and Kai, but like Red Dragon software is garbage. It's garbage in a different direction than Steel Series, but it's still garbage, and it makes it a pain in the ass to map things. That and their key mapping doesn't have as much support for like special keys and different things, and so I'm just like, yeah, this would not work for me anyway because I can't do certain things with it that I want to be able to do. I don't remember what it was. It might have been like being able to press two keys at once together. Like if I wanted to do like shift and something to map that to a key, like it didn't work reliably, which is kind of important. So I may do, because like I wasn't playing 14 for a while, but then, well, I got the other one back and I still haven't played 14 for a hot minute. In any case, when we got in here a minute ago, I realized the like back, like the pad on the side, the top right, the back right, buttons, the 11 and 12 buttons were not working. But they started after I pressed on them a bunch, so maybe we're good? I don't know. Which is ironically the 12 button at the top right corner there by my thumb. It also had a problem on the old one. It's not exactly confidence inspiring. Does Logitech have some sort of patent for a third mouse click? Oh yeah, I forgot about the G shift. That was part of why I had to do so much to like remap my brain. Because I used the G shift so much. It was kind of frustrating to get rid of like that feature. God, I miss it now. I actually found another G600 I had stashed away for emergencies, but like I had been through like 2 of them at that point, so I'm kind of whatever about it. Like knowing that they don't make it anymore, I'm not gonna go back to that. But if this mouse breaks, then sure, I will pull out the G600 and just map it to be the same as this and just ignore the G shift. But I'm gonna try to get another one of these because I really like the weight and feel of the Aerox 9. It's a little big for my hand, so like I have to reach a little bit to hit the very front buttons, which I don't like. And Ark mentioned to me that like the Corsair's on sale, so it's very tempting to get one of those as a backup and try it out. Because the side buttons move on that one. But I also haven't had like a bunch of like disposable money. So like I was like, yeah, I don't need this right now, so I'm not gonna spend money. Tempting, but yeah. I do miss the G shift, but I can use the new scimitar with this Stream Deck, so I can put key logic like click, double click, hold on actions. So my concern with that, like, because that sounds cool, not that I'm gonna use it. Oops. Is like with Stream Deck, sometimes I'll have it just not work. But I think that's mainly relating to Discord. I do have concerns about the latency too, if it has to go through that. Like, is it really useful for a game? But I have to assume it's not going to go through that unless you tell it to. So the latency is probably not a problem. Because obviously, who would have an MMO mouse if the buttons have latency? So... And they, you know, obviously existed before they had the Stream Deck integration. How can you even compete with having essentially 24 buttons literally at your fingertips on your mouse, right? No, exactly. MMO mice are just too good. I initially didn't oh fuck. I didn't want to switch to an MMO mouse at first, just because I wanted my setup to be super standardized so I could just hop on another computer and go to town. But then I kind of realized that that style of trying to play 14 makes it a lot more difficult. And I have, unfortunately, not the best of luck with video games as is, so like maybe I shouldn't try to lock myself into a difficult playstyle to begin with. Hi, Jade. Zowie or bust? You're a purist. What is Zowie? Still needs IQ, since that's what integrates. Oh. Well, to be fair, my new PC case, I think, uses IQ for its RGB. So, Food for thought there, I guess. I'm kind of tired of having like a billion applications running on my computer for all the different little functions. So like being able to consolidate wherever possible is nice, but like that's just, you know, the eternal fact of life. You know, we've been dealing with this since like 1995. You know, when you wanted your like cool wallpaper application in Windows 95, you needed, you know, whatever. Only normal buttons, no drivers, settings are on the mouse. Ah. Oh, I am absolutely here for that. But I'm spoiled by my extra buttons. So just have to build my own mouse, I guess. I did think about that. I did think about like, hey, can I just like 3D print a mouse enclosure and like use like a whatever the Arduino is, or like some other microcontroller that lets me work as like an input device, and then just use some like key switches from like a keyboard and stick them all over my mouse. Like it'd be fantastic, because then you could fix your mouse whenever it breaks. I might still do that. But that is yet another project for the endless pile of projects. Classic Alice eating telegraphs to limit breaks. Yep. Yep, yep. I think there's a couple QMK mouse projects. Ooh, okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that I can skip most of the work. I have seen a cool one that had like a little LED screen on it. And like these big chunky like left and right click, which were really satisfying. So, food for thought. The only issue is obviously like switch spacing is not ideal for having, what is this, 4, 8, 12 buttons on the side of a mouse. So whatever I end up doing might not be better than an actual mouse, but hey, I'm sure somebody else has done this before. I just have to Google it more. I got the details of Yoshi P's secret Nare folder. Now we can begin the shipping for oh wait, vehicles. I misunderstood. Wait, what? I have a feeling it's related to the stream title, but I can't remember what I said it at this point. I mean, you could make PCBs to fit inside the casing of the existing mouse. That's not a bad idea. Then I could add a fan, maybe even. To be honest, SteelSeries specifically is like, hey, break the buttons off the mouse. And I'm like, I bet I could fix this. So like, I might be able to fix my old SteelSeries mouse somehow. Still, because they didn't make me return it. They just made me break it. So I'll experiment with that. And then if I can fix it, then hopefully if this one develops the same problem, I can fix it too. But I do like the idea of just completely going custom. Because obviously then I can do whatever I want. The only issue then is software, but of course, like, I don't care about that. Like, QMK, as Jade pointed out, is fantastic. So, like, that solves that problem. I really like the idea of that. The keyboard I'm using now is QMK. Actually, I think both my keyboards are QMK. Busy gave me a a Crush 80, and I really like it, but... Oh, I should have given that to Thinker. Whoops. But, it is the beta version of the Crush 80, and a couple keys won't work sometimes until you wake them up, so, like, we're working on sorting that out. You know, this music really changes the vibe for this dungeon. Who would have thought the 80s... Oh, this isn't the boss. Oh well. Like, I feel like I'm in a blockbuster right now. Tinkered, can you, like, stay alive for more than 5 seconds? That'd be fantastic. Wait, is my fairy not out? That was what I was trying to do when we loaded into this dungeon. I realized my mouse wasn't working. God, I feel like somebody's like sticking a fork in my brain and like turning it. Like I can think about like the general scholar stuff, but it's really atrophied a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot going on right now, chat. I might try to do the PC building stream on Thursday. I keep putting it off because I realize that, like, oh, there's like one or more things I need to do, or this, that, and the other. Also, I just have to clean a lot. Like, I need to clean and be in good shape because there's gonna be cameras. I don't want to, like, look bad if there's a reflection. But I'm not super worried about it because I posted a full-on cosplay picture on my Twitter. And I want to get back into doing cosplay and posting pictures more like I used to. Because cosplay's fun. There's a lot of stuff I want to do in that regard. But I figure I'll start with pulling out old stuff and seeing what still fits. And I did a poll. I think it's still active. But it seemed like last I checked, Mayuri Sheena is in the lead from Steins Gate. So I will revive my Mayuri cosplay and post that sometime soon. So I've got that on my list. I've got the PC building stream on the list. But also I need to maybe build a mobile stream setup that I can streamline and just keep with me on a more regular to-go basis that I can hand off to my home computer. Because I got a job offer today. And I did not want a job offer. I don't want a job. Thank you very much. I want money. No job, only money. Thank you very much. But obviously money's important, so I don't feel like I can turn it down. Also, it's finally in the space industry. So that is really exciting. I can't exactly say no to that. But we'll see. Because I have a lot on my plate right now. Like, I was kind of holding off. Because I'm like, well, I haven't found a job at this point. So I'm just going to stop looking so I can focus on getting some other stuff taken care of and just do consulting in the meantime to hold me over. And they like reached out to me and were like, hey, Would you be interested in this? I'm like, well, yeah. Like, you saw my, like, profile. And so I'm like, well, what the fuck? I'll interview for it. And they liked me a lot. So I'm like, okay, well. You know, if they liked me so much, why didn't they pay me more? I did actually negotiate on the pay, though, because I didn't want the job. I'm just like, okay, well, pay me more. So, like, we met in the middle. But, yeah. We'll see. It'll be interesting. That's awesome. I'm glad you managed to get a nice job offer. I wouldn't say nice, but thank you. It's definitely a very interesting job offer. But, it's like the biggest issues are that it is really complicated. It's not near to me, so it'll require quite a commute. It doesn't have good benefits or perks. And it's basically contracting. Basically a contractor role, so like there's no job security. Like, I know they're gonna say that like there's a lot of job security, but like you're disposable and you don't have PTO because you're working as a contractor. What? How do I push this button? I accidentally launched the Xbox app trying to hit a button on my keyboard, which is not good. Alright, Ishola, please stay alive. But yeah, I want to finish my light novel before my debut, or at least a draft of it. And, that takes a lot of time out of the equation, so that's interesting. Also, there was other stuff I wanted to work on, but like, it's less urgent. Well, that went well. No death. We live to see it. Is there any items I can get rid of? What is Battlecraft Demi Materia 3? I don't know. Brown dye, huh? Wind up gold, Jaja. Alright. Irregular tombstones of Phasmagoria. That inventory is crying. It really is. Also, hi Ninja, how are you doing? That's a bit annoying, at least if you can... If you get it, you can hopefully find a better job, since nowadays you need a job to get a job. That's how I got this job. I'll tell you a secret, chat. After I got laid off, I didn't put unemployed. I didn't leave nothing. I started a company. So I worked for this company that I started. And then I can say whatever I want. And you just have to hope they don't call your bluff. That said, like, I was actually, like, working on stuff and doing stuff, so, like, whatever. But, like, they're not gonna pry that much, so it's fine. You know, if they're gonna be malicious, then, like... Yeah, wait. Where did I get this? Huh. Working on schoolwork, back at the grind again, but doing okay. Glad to hear it. But yeah, I've got a lot to work on because my 3.0 debut is sneaking ever closer all the time, chat. Yo, is that the new Mog Station fit? It is. Look at that. I've got so much I want to share, and I haven't decided how to go about doing it. It is really cute, casual fit. Yeah. I like the like sigil on the t-shirt. I don't know how did I end up like flipping my oh, is it this button? No subtlety here. Anyway. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff I want to do for stream. A lot of stuff I want to do for the debut. And a lot of stuff I want to change. So I need to get that PC built. I need to do I need to do countless things. I need to reach out to get like some other like more minor things made, but like all the big stuff is in the works already, which is really exciting. Really exciting. There's so much I can't talk about. I've even got stuff in the works that's like for the future after like it's like I finally like got things kind of like organized. You know, this year was rough, but like I was setting myself up to try to like be more consistent because I had been like planning this for years. So it does kind of suck. I feel like things are like at a downturn now and all of this, that, and the other, but like fuck it. I'm here to have fun with this. I'm gonna have fun with it regardless. The world can burn for all I care. Well, okay, that's a different thing, but like I'm gonna still do my thing. Cause like I put my life on hold for COVID. You know? I think everybody did. And then the next thing you know, you've lost half a decade. So I think I can understand why a lot of people are just like, yeah, the world's burning, but like you can only party once or whatever. So I'll take it. All right, chat. It's a little early to go be right back, but I'm going to do that real quick because I drank way too much tea. And by way too much tea, I mean I learned how to make a Dutch Brothers drink that I really like at home, the Dragon Slayer black tea. And not only am I going to go make another one, I've already had two, but as a result, I have to keep taking little breaks. World's burning, but might as well enjoy the party. Yeah, basically. So I'll be right back, chat. I'll run the ads while I'm up so you won't miss anything. And then we'll continue doing whatever it is we're doing. I'm sore. Hi, chat. Also, now that I'm out of that dungeon, let me shout out Muse. My chat is so narrow right now because of the plugin. There we go. I might postpone the light novel stuff, chat, because the I don't want to rush it, but I'm torn because let's just say the 3.0 debut is spoilers for it. So like I might just go through it with it and like revise it. Food for thought. It's unfortunate because I've like rewritten it a bunch because I'm like, no, I don't like this. I'm throwing it out. The core story always stays the same, but I like to change things that I don't like about it. I guess that's all I can really say. In any case, I have food. Chat, what do you call an acid that's a bit of a bully? Is this a setup for a pun? Hey, yo, is that Citri Corday? The goldfish VTuber? I didn't realize they were a oh, no, they're not. Huh. I think they're an Eternal one. No, they're not. I can't remember. Are they? No, no, they're not. They're not. I've like run into them a lot though. We've rated them before. Or rated her, rather. Don't take it the wrong way when I like use they them with people. I just do it by default, so I don't like risk anything. Because I think it's better than like missing. So I they them everybody. But I try to adapt to people's specifics. Ashuli. Not sure. My brain is already locked up in preparation for the dad joke. Shymoth is well defended. I feel like it should be the default of you don't know or remember. Yeah, I agree. I'm optimistic that the English language will adapt to they them. To they thematize to better empathize with all those human fries. I don't know. Not like you're gonna remember everyone's name until a certain point either. Yeah. Okay, chat. You've had plenty of time to think and tell me. And no one has told me what's an amine. What? Fuck, it's an amino acid. An acid that's a bit of a bully, an amino acid. I give up. God fucking damn it. This is just this is just a quiz for if you've looked at the most recent meme I posted in my Discord, because I'm pretty sure I posted this earlier. Let's see. I'm just here to shitpost for 3 hours. Like, we could play games, but like I'm not good like all the other streamers at doing 2 things at once. So when I get bored, I'll go do that. I'm mostly joking. I'm just trying to work myself back up to like my like ability to multitask. But, you know. I am really thrilled about the fact that I'm set up to make Dutch Brothers drinks at home now. But like I spent way too much money on like syrups. It's like, you know, you have like the like syrup pumps, so you can get like raspberry syrup or caramel or vanilla syrup or like for your drink or your ice cream or what have you. But that's like so much of their stuff is just like, oh, like, you know, this like it's this coffee base or this black tea and then like a pump of this and a pump of that and you're done. That is why the run around and jump on things is so common. Yeah, but most people in Party Finder, no one's actually good at multitasking. It's just some people are better at switching tasks without losing focus. I appreciate the vote of reassurance. Well, let's go jump around in circles then. To be fair, I think it is more work to have like a really engaging conversation, like to think up something like every stream. Like what are we gonna talk about tonight, chat? Do we want to talk about the latest Final Fantasy XIV drama? Are you prepared for what it could be? Because it could be anything. It could be that Yoshi P's retiring. It could be that patch 7.4 is just coming. Or it could be nothing. Actually, we know that's not true. We know what it would be. It would be absolutely, without a doubt, mod related. It's always mod related. I just wanted to do that. I don't have any fucking mod related like trauma to share. Okay, I choked on my food. That's fine though. I want to make a bunch of other stream segues because I think they'd be really funny. You know? Time to talk about our weird interests? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's talk about big tails and thick tails and slime girls. And what if they made a What if they made a multiplayer Corruption of Champions? That always gets results on me going on a nerdy rant for 1.5 hours on Star. But hold on, I can't fucking talk right. I screamed for I have been flipped, and I realize that the mobile stream is not completely set up for this, so my legs are just cut off. Big tails and even bigger claws. Ayo. Constellation class or go home. On a nerdy rant for 1.5 hours on Star Trek ship designs. Chat, let me tell you how much time I've spent on ship design. Because as a lowly operations engineer, and tech instructor. Oh, I need to write that down. I like that. Rory is a lowly operations engineer and tech instructor. There we go. As whatever I just said. You don't expect to be involved in ship design. Like, you'd love to be. You think you know some important things, but like, but you're not gonna be. Just like I thought I would never actually get to be involved in the operation of satellites in orbit. But, you know, things happen. But you want to be able to reach Earth properly, you know? Like, space is big and scary, and you're going to be stuck in this thing for who knows how long. Probably the rest of your life. So, you really, really, really want it to not suck. Imagine being stuck on something the size of a motorcycle for like 100 years. Like, I hope you have a really good bedpan or something. I heard Starship. I really can't talk. Like, it's like, first it's like my throat, and then it's like my like sinuses. Things just keep getting stuck in places. It's not fun. I heard Star Trek ship designs and knew it was Shaima immediately. Yeah, she's. Hope you have a good calisthenics routine. Listen, when you're made of Play-Doh like I am, you don't need calisthenics. I don't have muscles. I'm like the same throughout. I'm just putty. That's why I'm so easily dyeable. You can have me in whatever flavor you want. You want the vanilla? There you go. Is it Picard's old Ford nacelle ship, or do you mean the classic Constitution that was the Enterprise? Wait. Oh, like Star Trek Picard? Whoa. But yeah, no, like. You gotta go outside every now and then, Coda. You gotta, like, open up the hatch, get out on the hull, and, you know, stretch those legs. But, like, why waste the time on the spacecraft interior? I don't actually know anything about Star Trek ship designs. I'm gonna have to apologize, chap. But I do have to design a proper ship. But it has to be purpose-driven and practical. Because it has to be buildable. Because it will be built. Or more than likely already has been built. Speaking of which, How many of you are familiar with Black Rock Shooter and her big fucking cannon? Because that is a very cool design. Don't forget about radiators. Don't forget radiators for heat exchanging. Heat exchangers for space are very interesting. Because they have to be like massive. Because you're just radiating the heat out. So I feel like you have to have like really big heat capacitors, if anything, like things that you can really sink a lot of heat into, things that don't budge in temperature and will soak that up, so that if you need to get hot quick, you can do that, and then you can then slowly recover that by spreading your radiator space out. A lot of sci-fi designs don't care about that pesky heat problem, and all ships should become horrifying ovens before they can get anywhere meaningful. I get that, but there are a lot of like actual practicality problems that spaceships in sci-fi face, because like when you're going for realism in sci-fi, where are you going with that? Like, what aspects are you going to focus on, and where are you going to draw the lines? Most of the time, it just has to look cool, you know? It's like the rest is up to the writers. But, like, obviously you can't write the story around the ship design. So you have to be, like, practical in the end. You have to pick. Like, well, yeah, the story has to be prioritized over the design. Especially the hard sci-fi ones that don't just handwave a lot of stuff with technology. Looking at you, The Expanse. Oh no. Listen. If you have space magic fusion drives, you are naturally just taking all your heat and dumping it into the fourth dimension. You're just pissing it into the sponge cake that is the greater universe whenever you make a warp bubble. Because, you know, it's cold, right? Cold. Space is cold. It's just, you know, you just sink that in there somewhere, right? Now, I like big radiators, and I cannot lie, but I do have to admit there is a better solution for certain situations. You don't need giant radiators. I hate to admit it, but there is a better option for anything that has to be quick, because you can't carry all that mass. And that is... No, not black holes. Black holes is kind of an opposite problem. Ironically, I think. Then you're carrying around a really big tug. You need cartridges for heatsink. Like water. You carry large amounts of wastewater. You soak your heat into it, and then you dump it. Easy. I will also accept exchangeable heat sinks like that. Yeah, in the end, it's still like a heat exchanger situation, but like you take, and like water's not the ideal. Water's just plentiful. The ideal is like a liquid that can take a whole lot more heat without changing state and gaining, like, not becoming like this pressure problem. But yeah, you fucking like dump it. You know, you heat it up as much as you can and then you toss it out into space. Ow. Why is that so misaligned? Yeah, you dump it. Just like, god damn it, Zero. Then you just fill in more. And once you run out of supply, you restock that supply. Yeah, that's how... Jesus. Thank you for the taiyaki. That's the more practical solution. But for anything like that needs to be efficient, yeah, you're gonna want the ability to radiate heat out into space effectively. As much as I hate Mass Effect for turning our infinite ammo guns into ammo guns again, I liked their take on ejecting their disposable heat sinks to keep up the rate of fire. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know there was anything that actually put that to purpose, or put that into play. I've never played Mass Effect. I've seen people stream it to some extent, but I've never watched enough apparently to see that detail. So that is cool. My biggest problem with writing is that I get way too far into the weeds. Everything has to be practical and feasible. So like, yeah, you can warp space and go faster than the speed of light visually.
Twitch.tv.
But
I repeat, hell yeah, just raided with a party of 13.
You need an explanation for that. Halasia, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Welcome in, Rat Pack. What's up, gamers? We're talking about sci-fi concepts because we're a bunch of nerds. And what else do you do in 14 sometimes? But welcome in. How was your stream? What were you up to? Gamers, if you're not already following Halasia, they are a fantastic streamer and friend of the community. Playing some 14. But yeah, click that button at the top of your chat. Give them a follow. Check them out. Meanwhile, I mostly read urban fantasy and romance trash where everything is hand-waved for romance reasons. Hey, I can't complain. Every now and then I need some trash. Was trying to decorate, but was not really good at it. Oh no. Did you get a house? Or like an FC house? I really need to redecorate. God. That's just a reminder that I have something else for my to-do list. I've had a house, just neglected it for a long time. No, me too. Like, my chat has probably seen it enough to know. But, I tore up half my house thinking I was going to redecorate it one day. And I've never come back to it. This is it right here. The outside is at least still put together. But, like, inside, it's a mess. It's worse than my current stream room state, which is saying something. First floor, pretty much empty. And then downstairs, at least, is still mostly furnished, but I only mean mostly. There's a lot of stuff missing. But, I do like this layout for the, like, sort of comfy, cavernous little cottage. So it's, like, not too big, but makes it feel like there's a lot to it. Love the plant look. Thank you so much. I'll have to check out your stream sometime when you're on 14 so I can see your place. Or I could just go watch your VOD, I guess. But, like, more fun to check you out when you're doing it. But thank you so much once again. Feel free to go take care of yourself, though. I know you got post-stream stuff to do, probably. Go hydrate. Go take care of yourself. That goes for your chat as well. It's blank. I removed everything to use that minimalistic look. Oh my gosh. Wait. So they added the new, like, you can get rid of the pillars and things. Sorry, I'm like getting over a cold. But, do you have to remove everything in your house to switch to that? So you have to like start over? I mean, worth, but like. Yeah, it wouldn't let me change it. Oh no. Well, I really appreciate the warning. Because yeah, I want to do that too. I think a lot of people are going to end up doing that. Like my corner Namazu hiding here. The number of times I've jump scared myself with my Namazu friend there, it's more than I'd like to admit. I'm really interested to see what the minimal layout lets you get away with. Because I love, like, just trying to see how far you can push the housing to see what kind of, like, weird tricks you can do. Like, I heard when I started playing that people used to hide things under, like, the stairs, but I've never actually seen it. Actually, if you're going to be here a minute, say Namazu again. Oh, no. Namazu. Namazu. In any case, there is a house in this ward that has a crazy jumping puzzle in it, too. It was such a good move. I know it would be rough removing everything just to get it, but it was such a nice look once switched. I believe that. Well, I'm glad I'm already in a remodel, so like I don't have to choose. But yeah, for anyone who's already done their setup, I can't imagine they would want to. But like for everybody else, I can only imagine like it opens up a lot more flexibility. For like, for your cottages especially, there's so much in terms of restriction. Like this is a large, obviously, and like they've dedicated all the space to this. So you walk in and it just goes straight up basically. There's nothing else in the house. But then you jump up here and suddenly you have a lot more to work with. Let me see if I can remember how to get up this thing. I love this thing. I don't know how they made it. And honestly, I don't care. It's fantastic. I love that 14 has all these like quirky things in it that people make. Especially like all the little lanterns like out in the middle of nowhere that make it look like you've got this like starry night. Because one of the things that I dislike the most about housing in 14, I know there's probably a lot to dislike, but it's probably not what you expect. I don't like the fact that you can't look out the windows and see what, you know, what part of the day it is. Like you get the lighting effect of the light peering in the windows depending on the time of day, but that's it. I wish you could look outside through your windows of your house, or at least like have an approximation of some kind. Like even if they had like special windows that tried to approximate it and the rest were just kind of opaque like they are now, I'd be fine with that, but like I understand it's limited, so it is what it is. But yeah, this is probably my favorite use of housing in 14. I wish I knew how to glitch housing like that. I could get my favorite windows. Yeah. One of life's great mysteries, I guess. There is a secret here, too. And not the Catboy bar, although I do like that. You go here. Can't imagine how long. Yeah. There's like a fucking ERP dungeon down here. It's amazing. Don't tell anybody about my my secret getaway, okay? Hate to say it, but the best way to do multiple housing glitches without spending weeks on a build is using plugins. No, I believe it. I don't doubt it when I see something like this, but like, I don't worry about it too much, and I like the suspension of disbelief, I suppose, because then you can at least let somebody else worry about the details. And it's still really freaking cool. So like, I love that it exists in 14. It's a complicated subject, but like, I'm not gonna worry about all that stuff. Otherwise I'll have to run the segment again, which we just talked about.
Thank you for following. Kapikio.
Kapikio. Is that Kapikyo? Anyway, feel free to correct me. But thank you for the follow. Yeah, I have no idea who's responsible for all this. I just found this, I think, like, either one of my mods showed it to me, or I was wandering through my, like, ward one day. Because I've had this house here for, like, a couple years now. In any case, I look forward to seeing what you end up doing with the with that cleared out layout. One of these days I should do another exploration, but there's always way too many things going on. It's for the same reason like I haven't gotten around to doing any of my house stuff. And my FC is unfortunately the same way. My FC house is basically storage, which is unfortunate because we finally got a large. But in any case, before everybody came in, we were talking about like sci-fi, maybe like tropes in a way for like where they bury their sins in the writing for when you have like different like unrealistic systems for like your sci-fi ships and whatnot. So that probably tells you a little bit about how nerdy we get over here sometimes. But personally, I'm also somebody who's really interested in writing. So I have been working on a light novel that is pretty much the lore for my character. And I'm hoping to finish that this year because I'm working on my 3.0 and I'm going to tie it in. So if I don't finish in time, then my chat just gets spoiled on some lore. But I enjoy that kind of thing a lot, so I will have it finished in some shape or form. You can hold me to that. That or I'm gonna die of this cold. When people say light novel, what do they mean? They mean they don't feel like writing a full novel. They just want to write a light novel and ask people to politely not judge them on how short it is or how big the text spacing is. I don't think there's like a hard, fast definition now that you mention it. Like, morally justified novel, opposite to a dark novel. See? There you go. That's the best explanation I've heard yet. But no, it's like your anime light novel titles. I don't know why so many of them have such a really long title, but I think they're literally just not as long. But it's not novella. Well, would you normally classify that as having a length requirement? I would not. So in the way I think about it, they are a subclass of novels. But it's really just like a kind of a maybe a novel way of describing a subset of novels. Pardon my pun. Been infected by Fizzy. Hold on a sec. Let me close my door. It's cold. Just gonna reach over. Is that a pun? A novel way of describing novels? I think that's a pun. Is that a pun? It's really bad. I apologize. Alright. You don't think it is, huh? Okay. Well, I'm fired. You just use the same word and it's different meanings. Oh, shit. Well, let me hand in my right ear card. Not at the same time. Oh, yeah. I guess that is how puns work. Chat, have any of you ever commissioned music before? Because my old stream opening, well, that's cool. Modern canon. One time, yeah. My old stream opening is something that I commissioned for stream. And I want to revisit that for my 3.0. But, like, I could write my own, to be honest. What do you do if you have really high standards? Like, I guess it's like commissioning anything. You find somebody whose work shows that they can produce at that level, and then you get ready to pay. And I'm really happy with the person who I've worked with in the past, but I'm looking for like backup plans. Yeah. Because I don't think, since I worked with them, they went on to work with pretty much everybody. Mainly V Shoujo. So, like, Everyone else I know who's gone on to work and continue to work with VShojo or Hololive, like, never has any time to do work for me anymore. So I'm just like, I don't think this is gonna be a thing.
Great. At Xeris at Twitch.
Xeris, wow, get a pic of that cute lizard? No, you. Welcome in, Xeris. How was your stream? What were you up to? You playing more Silksong? Gamers, if you're not already following my mod Xeris, make sure you follow them, or I will find you. Did you beat the hard boss eventually? I have no doubt. Silksong. You know, the only thing I can tell between the two, from my, like, outsider perspective, I'm not familiar with Hollow Knight. And, like, I kind of want to play it, but I don't think I'll ever actually have time to play it. It's like the character looks different. Everything else, I can't tell the difference looking at it. Like, what's the biggest difference? That said, if you need to, like, if you need to go take care of yourself, Xeris, even though you're my mod, I do release you to the wilds of the kitchen to get yourself a snack. You play Hornet versus the Knight. Okay. I'm gonna pretend that means something to me. I do love seeing all the memes on Twitter about the, like, the upside down red rice bowl character. And all of the sexy versions of her. The internet is a fantastic place. Yes, Red Rice Bowl is Hornet. Okay. Oh, so is Hollow Knight where you play the Knight? And Silksong is where you play the Hornet? Do you make silk? I enjoy the process of making my own stuff and the decision making that goes into it. I'd struggle with anything drawing related more than anything else. Huh. You know, that's fair, Coda. There's a lot more that I'd like to do, but, like, finding the time for it is really, really tricky. Like, finding the time for it, because I'm like, I don't have any skills in music production or in, like, really anything drawing related. But, like, I want to make more stuff for my stream, and yeah, I could make it all, like, really, like, scuffed and, like, try to work at it, but, like, I don't know. It's tricky. But yeah, at the same time, like, I don't feel entitled to be able to do things with too high of standards, I suppose. And I like to work with people who aren't, like, in fact, I prefer to work with people who haven't, like, found their, like, niche and drive yet and stuff. Like, you have more fun, you work with a bunch of different stuff, you get to see what makes people tick more, but it is tricky. You can't go too hard into DIY lest you become Grover House Guy. What, dare I ask, is Grover House? Oh no. Former moderator on the Something Awful forums attempted to build his own house, which complete shambles. Oh god. Oh, this is fantastic. You know, props for trying, I suppose. He defended every one of his decisions the entire time. Oh no. Oh god, what is this? Like, some of this doesn't look so bad. But some of it, I'm like, what kind of rabbit hole have I have I stumbled upon? Oh boy. I mean, like, when something awful is involved, it's not going to be great. But this is very interesting. More load bearing posters. Oh no. Oh no. This level of. So I owned a house. This is my proudest derail. This is a pretty good derail, I gotta say. I owned a house once, chat. I was the proud owner of a double wide trailer that had been remodeled to the point that it looked like a proper house. I didn't give a shit about the trailer. I wanted the land, and it had been foreclosed. So I got a good deal on it. This was like over 10 years ago. And my mom is a real estate agent, one who has been really, really on top of her whole industry and knows home builders, inspectors, the works. And so, like, she had a lot of contacts, and I pulled from all these contacts to be like, okay, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Is this a stupid decision or not? But like, it was a beautiful lot on a lake. So like, I'm like, I'm not really like sure that I want to buy a house yet, but like, I fucking did it anyway. And it was worth it, except for like the upkeep was a lot. But I had a garage built, and this is where my dogma caught up with me. I don't know. Cause like, I had no money to work with, and yet I would settle for nothing less than everything I wanted. So I found a contractor who would work with the loan that I got, and the loan like had like this like stipulation and system for buying a house and having work done on it. And so I got this like one contractor to work with the bank and do all this, and it became like this like check one box, get one payment, process all this stuff. It was like a huge project management ordeal. But the contractor had never built a garage before. They had done all this stuff leading up to it. So they had to find all these subs and like kind of build themselves up to this level. And the garage got built. But I remember going out there with like the one of the inspectors one day, and the dude like puts his hand on the corner of the building, or maybe not in the corner, but one of the walls, and he like shoves it, and the whole structure kind of wobbles, and he's like, yeah, see, this is not good. And so like, you need to go back to your structural engineer who signed off on this and be like, this is not acceptable. Because like, the building should not wobble. Imagine what's going to happen if you have a big wind load or whatever. So like, he had his like list of like things, but really wanted a proper structural like sign off. So we had to revise things a little bit, but like, part of the problem was I wanted a garage that was tall enough to put a vehicle lift in, and that became like this like small nightmare, and I never ended up doing it. I ended up being like, yeah, I don't want to keep up with all this, and sold the house. But I did at least make money on everything, so I can't complain. I miss it dearly too. Like, I regret having sold it, but sometimes your life takes you in a different direction than you expect. But God, I don't want to like You don't want to sink tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, even worse, of dollars into something and like not have it like be structurally sound. That that moment with the inspector, I was just like, oh God, like, what have I done? Is this gonna be remediable? Whatever. Luckily it was like a detached garage, but like that just made it. That obviously didn't help the matter. Because then you just had this like giant freestanding box. But after they did all the remediation, no, that's not the right word. After they came up with a better like plan, got it signed off by a different structural engineer, added like the right kind of straps, and I can't think of if there's anything else, but it didn't wobble anymore. So I was happy enough with it. You know, never like 100% comfortable, but like, but it did the job. But yeah, Coda, when it comes to like making stuff myself for Stream knows what kind of rabbit holes that I go down, like making all the like weird intro videos and stuff that I do. And like the segment, the like segue that you all have seen. But I don't put like I'll do like the fun part and then I won't come back and do like the grueling work. So I could stand to become a little bit more diligent. But for my 3.0 stuff, it's more like I have a ton of stuff to do and I'll never get done. Because trying to do everything myself is what happened, was what went wrong with the first, like my first proper VTuber debut. And now it's kind of more of a like, all right, I have to find all these people to work with. And I have to coordinate between all of them and get all the schedules to line up and just hope that everybody gets their part done within a, you know, within the expected window so that the whole project can keep moving forward and nothing like holds up the train. Because like if somebody slips, then if it falls outside somebody else's availability, then like the whole project gets screwed up. Granted, we're past that part at this point, but like there's still more stuff I'm contemplating that like could cause problems, but it's kind of late to do big changes. I don't know. Just go watch Shirobako. That is the ultimate project manager anime. If you need to learn how to be a project manager, I'm sorry, but also just watch Shirobako. Or if you're interested in anime production, it's one of the greatest of all time in my opinion. Maybe I'll just do another trust or something. I need to send off like, which Final Fantasy 14 chores do we want to do tonight? What time is it? It's 7:30? Okay. We haven't spent too much time talking. Chat, what is the farthest you would consider commuting for a job? Especially a job you'd have to work every day of the week, Monday through Friday. Am I driving myself or taking public transit? Oh, driving yourself. Public transit, though, that's, that might be an option. Food for thought. The problem with public transit, at least here, is it adds so much time. LA traffic or Midwest traffic? I'm not gonna specify. Not LA traffic though. But there is traffic. Midwest and traffic are funny words to stick together. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Where are we talking Midwest traffic? Are we talking like Colorado? Like Denver? Because that's the only city that comes to mind. Like, is Texas Midwest? Is Chicago Midwest? I think Chicago's East Coast. Or at least, like, you lump them in together. Granted, like, that's really the big one. You've got San Francisco, LA, and then, like, the East Coast. Because besides Texas and Colorado, like, does Vegas have traffic? Does anybody care? Like, I don't... I don't think about Vegas. I don't really think about any other big cities. Like Utah? No. Not really. I can't remember if I've ever even been in Utah. I think I have. Salt Lake City, actually. But, like, I don't think of traffic. Wait. Yeah, I don't know. Let me work my brain a little bit more here. Dakotas to Ohio with Kansas and Missouri as the southern border. Interesting. Living in the Midwest, the longest I've stayed at a traffic light is maybe 2 minutes, and that's like lunch hour. So I would assume that includes like getting backed up at a light, so you have to sit through a couple cycles to get through the light. I just meant that as a lower scale of traffic compared to, say, LA. Okay. That's like LA versus nothing, in a way. Wait, let me see what the Vanguard music was like. Yeah, this is good. Lack of landmarks makes Midwest driving a tunnel vision nightmare. When I moved to the West Coast, I drove across the states and I got to experience all that. I didn't really think about it at the time, though, because by the time I got to the Midwest, I was just kind of like, yep, I'm driving. I just drive every day until I get tired, and then I find somewhere to stop. It was just driving, and driving some more, and then worrying about snow. I probably should have thought about it more. Because, like, you really do, like, autopilot on those endless roads, but I didn't think about it too much. I just kind of was good with the autopilot. Not the autopilot, but just my brain off autopiloting. Reminds me, only a month or two off of first snow. First snow there or first snow? Let's see, it's September now, so November. I could see that. I'm almost surprised you don't get snow sooner. Here in Nova Scotia, yep. Oh, God, I'm ready for snow. I'd love to commute in, like, snow for an hour. I don't think I'd go to work. Used to. Everything has shifted weather-wise by, like, a month or two. Oh, okay. Jeez. 2 months of extra summer. When does fall start? Like, is it like October? Or is summer like technically over yet? September. Oh, okay, sweet. Nowish might get the random worm day. Yeah, because I went outside today and I was like, whoa, it's cold. I should not be wearing a t-shirt. Oversized hoodie weather, yeah, absolutely. I love that they, for Scholar and the chain strat, the effect you get from using chain strat that allows you to use the the sort of like AoE distributed chain strat, Baneful Impaction, or something like that. It's called Impact Imminent. Pretty sure Square Enix named it after me. You know, it's not. Definitely no other reason for that. Hi, Zara. Hope you're doing well tonight. Look, we're actually doing content. We're not just talking in the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV. Sure, that content is trust, but you know, you gotta get back into it somewhere. Am I seeing this right? Rory in a dungeon? Savor it. Because soon it's gonna be Rory in a car driving home from work. But still streaming. Cause I gotta get my my stream time in somehow. Wait, you landed a gig? I got a job offer today. So, the ironic thing is I didn't want it. I wasn't looking for a job anymore because I'm like, okay, well, I didn't find anything so far and didn't get anywhere with my current job hunt. So I just kind of kept to my consulting stuff. And I was like, yeah, I'll worry about this later. Because I want to work on getting some stuff off my plate. Like, I wanted to get my, like, new model debut behind me, and, like, I had a bunch of stuff I wanted to do, and a bunch of stuff, because, like, my old job was so demanding that, like, I had all these, like, I had all these things that kept me from getting anything done, and then things just kind of built up. So I wanted to kind of get all that stuff taken off my plate. Or at least like make a big dent in a lot of like my to-do lists and projects. Like I've been putting off going to a dentist to get like my tooth looked at for like a while now, and I really shouldn't be. And things, other things like the Miata, you know, I need to fix it. So, yeah. You know, I didn't bother looking, I just decided to follow everybody. But like, hey, money is money. I can't really ignore it. It's not like... So it's complicated though too, like... I mentioned that... Oh. Well... I didn't want it, but I couldn't say no. Like, for one, who can say no to a job in this economy? But two, like... It's a job in the space industry. Like... Oh, this is not that hard to figure out. I don't know why I didn't look before. Like, I can't turn that down to, like... I mean, there's like one condition which I would turn that down absolutely, but like... Helm of naming. But yeah, like... I can't turn that down, but like... The job is on like a contracting basis and stuff, so... It's not exactly great terms. And the commute's really bad. So... I'm just like... I'm gonna try my best, but... I'm not super optimistic about it, basically. Like... It kinda sucks. Yeah, there's no guarantee they'll keep me on because it's a contracting position and stuff. But... Hey, you know, even if it's only for a month, I'd love to work in the space industry for a bit, so... I'll take it. It's just that, like, I wish it came at a better time. And I wish it had more favorable terms. But we'll see what it's like once I get in there and if I can somehow deal with the commute. I hope at least you get a few things off the checklist. Thank you. At the least, having some more money means I might be able to find other means to get things off the checklist. Would they want you to start immediately? Pretty much. I guess better now than winter when snow starts falling. Yeah, I need that money for fuel. keep the heater running. I know how much you would love Rory on Ice, chat. Save Llama T. It's alright. She'll survive. Where did my OBS go? Do you employ the arms waving frantically technique for warmth or for saving Llama T? Because I think both work for each. Sliding on ice. Yeah. Oh. God, I love driving in the snow, to be fair. All my cars have snow tires. I think Llama T uses that technique to save Llama T. You know, you're right. That said, I think she's a lot better at it than I am, for one thing. Look how tall she is compared to me. Can I take my hat off in the duty? Yeah, I can. I don't even come up to her shoulders. Oh, you meant in a vehicle? We're getting our wires crossed, but driving. Size divs? Sorry. Size div? Sorry. This is a size difference appreciation stream from here on out today, chat. Hate to break it to you. We're gonna talk about thick tails, big tails, and tall girls. Nice. Yeah, yeah. Speaking of thick tails, God, am I so hyped. There's so much I want to leak, chat. I'm just like, can I leak more stuff? I'm like starting to work out the schedule for like posting stuff. Because like, I'm just like, how do I want to go about drumming up, you know, drumming up interest for my like, for my 3.0 chat? That's not the right button. Chat, I need your management advice. How do I become popular? Oh, not this shit. No, my key's stuck. Oh, fuck me. YouTube Shorts! YouTube Shorts are a good one. Leaks that show nothing of note, like most Chuba, I imagine. Leaks that show nothing of note. There. Alright, what did I do that got stuck where I couldn't move? Did I like hit enter or something? No way. Oh well. I know before I like showed anything off, I kept like showing like just a pixel at a time in my subs chat, and I'm pretty sure people got tired of it. Oh fuck, I forgot chain strat. How did I ever raid in this game? I don't recall saying anything of the sort. I don't remember anything, to be fair. At the time, I just make things up in replacement for actually remembering anything. Again, sorry, my like voice is not doing great right now because of the cold. I'm not sick anymore. I haven't been sick for like a week, but like my voice is in wonderful shape. More pixels? Okay. I'll put more pixels. A motion sensitive bomb. Can't get gaslit if you gaslight yourself. There. Oh, fuck. Oh, mother. Can I rescue people in this mode? No. Ruin 2 is the goat here. Fair. Oh, that looked out. I freaked out there for a second because I was like, oh no, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Oh, I don't want to die again. Oh, I've fallen a long way, chat. Can't believe the game doesn't let you pull Amati close to you. Honestly, that should be considered a bug. Alright, what is this? Do I want it? Reaper. Might I ask one of two things from the monster girl? I need a meteor to hit my place of employment, or well wishes for one more week of overtime. I don't think I can be that specific with the meteor, so I'll at least give you well wishes and good luck with one more week of overtime, because that sounds like hell. But I'll do what I can. For legal reasons. Who gives a shit? You know what? This can... There we go. Inventory space. Look at that. I'm a genius. It's not like I ever need to switch anything ever. Oh boy. Oh god. Ow! You strike me as someone who has a favorite Gundam? I actually don't. Like, I like the kind of the classic one, but that's like, I've watched Gundam Build Fighters, but I don't remember the Gundams that specifically. Like, okay, it's just gloves of striking. I do have a couple Gunpla, but I don't remember what they are, and I haven't finished building them. And I watched Gundam Wing back in the day, and like, as for the most of the rest of Gundam as a franchise, I haven't gotten around to ever watching it. It's like, there's so much on my list. Hey, that is a good stream idea, Zara. Thank you. We could finish my Gunpla. It'd be better than keyboard stream. Yeah, streaming Gunpla building is a thing nowadays. Oh, that sounds cool, actually. I keep building keyboards. Whoop. Llama T, why are you dying? Stop it. I definitely take the RX-94 V or the Sazabi. Not that it's a Gundam. I'm trying to remember the name of the girl in the first Gundam Build Fighters that wore all this like purple. She later became even cooler, but she had an interesting looking Gunpla, and I think I had that one. Oh, I forgot about the latest one. Gundam Ariel is piloted by lesbians. Yeah, that... I did watch some of, what was it? Like Witch of Mercury or something like that. I remember seeing like adverts at like Anime Expo or something. And I was like, hey, yo, Witch of Mercury? That sounds like really cool. And then I realized it was Gundam, and I was like, oh, I'm suddenly less interested. Like, I was like, oh. And then I realized it was it's about lesbians. I'm like, oh, okay, we're back. Yeah, Fuzzy. Gundam lesbians. It's one of the more approachable Gundams for non-Gundam fans. Gundam Uetna. No, I would agree with that statement. That sentiment. Like, Gundam's cool. It's just never close enough to the top of my list that like I dedicate the time to it. It's like the only Gundam series that isn't 50 plus episodes. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Oh god. I'm trying to think of the last thing I watched. That was like 50 plus episodes. Iron-Blooded Orphans just doubles down on one of the common themes of Gundam, child soldiers. Ah yes, child soldiers. Dreams of every corrupt government right there. It's the perfect solution. You kill two birds with one stone. I have a friend who likes IVO because they use medieval-ass melee weapons instead of giant lightsabers. You know, I can't argue with that. That is really fucking cool. I've always been a big fan. Oh god, my fucking voice is going. I've always been a big fan of the, like, small girl and giant fucking axe aesthetic, chat. So, Yeah. If you don't like it too, you're gonna learn to like it. Because we like thick tails and thick tools. God, that sounds bad now that I think about it. Fun fact, the code Geass. I really wanted to say code Geass. God, I love code Geass. Manga completely cuts out the robots, and I'm just like, why? What the fuck? So it's just all BL? You know, like, that's good too, but like, you know, the robots kind of really just make it better. Huh. God. Code Geass was such a trip. Wait! Fizzy. We never watched the last movie. Where are you? She's streaming right now. Whatever. Thick girls with thick tails. That's the name of the game right here. Here at Ruri's channel. Oh, there's still one alive. So Ruri is Xeon. Got it. Since they're the ones with the heat axes and more mobile suits with tails. Hey yo? I didn't know there were mobile suits with tails, chat. If there were mobile suits with tails, I would have been down bad for this a lot sooner. Wait, do I have inventory space? We're gonna find out. Earrings of healing. Xeon mobile suits get weird? Yo. Don't threaten me with a good time. Oh, God. Oh yeah, it's this thing. What was that one Gundam series where a civilian gets brained by a loose shell casing from one of their guns and you can just see how massive they are? Oh god. Soulbane Saber. Soulbane Saber. Soulbane Saber. Electrothermia. F91. Did turn a Gundam ever get that violent? War in the pocket or turn a... I'm trying to remember what was my list for, like, watching Gundam. Because I do have a bunch of friends who are into it. Like Sarah's. Second proudest derail. Oh my god. I like a good derail. We're big train proponents in here, chat. Turn A wasn't the most violent. Well, what is your recommendation, chat? After I finally finish Witch of Mercury, because I Got distracted. Rear guard. Okay. Fuck! Fore guard. Okay. G Gundam is not a joke. That looks like a joke. Rear guard. So I stand here. Yeah. And then I go back. And then I go forward. And then I go back. You want good story or good Gundam? Good story. Mobile Fighter G. War in the Pocket. Thanks, Sally Say. Has Gundam Nobel, which is based as hell design. I do need some good inspiration for good design. Who'd have thought? Why can't Scholar have a jump? Gundam Nobel is if Sailor Moon was a Gundam. Fuck yeah. Alright, let me remove some things because this could be good. Mobile Fighter G, what if Gundam MMA was a sport? Isn't that Gundam Build Fighters? I'm pretty sure I tried to watch Gundam Seed once. But it's been so long that I don't remember, which maybe is for the best. If you hate yourself and want a series that's a ripoff of itself. Yeah. Hey yo, non-berry. Non-berry. Yes, I like my non-berry aliens. Thank you very much. Non-binary alien. Alright. Let me just throw something on the floor and we can get out of here. Savage aim materia? Quick arm materia? Savage aim? Nah. Battle dance? Nah. Fuck. Whatever. Eighth MS team, if you want a good combat drama. I want a good space drama. Because if there's something anime doesn't do well, it's space sci-fi. Is there a trailer for Gundam 00 though? Because now I'm like really intrigued and want to look for this. Gundam's not your show for that. Yeah, I know. We're gonna stand here and just chill. Like I'm chilling in Limsa. That's what we do. Gundam Vietnam. Oh no. I don't think you can say that. Hey Tony, how's it going? If you want realistic space combat, Legend of Galactic Heroes. Oh my god. There, that's a legendary anime right there. Outlaw Star. Fuzzy. I have like one of the Outlaw Star laser discs. I don't have a Laserdisc player anymore, but I know where I can find one. So I might have to like pull it out because like Hello Star is fantastic. I feel like Aisha Clan was like a lot of people's introduction to cat girl fetishes. Oh my god, you can just watch the first episode of Gundam 00 on YouTube, of course. Perfect. Muscle Girl, fair. I did watch Wing back in the day. I did love, like, for what you could get on TV back then, of course, like, it was good. But, um, the music was especially good. Like, Endless Waltz and the theme with 2 Mix. It's really good. Here you go, chat. I'm gonna make you watch this trailer with me. It's dubbed, but I gotta look for this non-binary alien. The train warning. Wait a second. Is the train coming? It is coming. For context here, chat. I linked this on Sunday and I was like, I spent the last 12 hours looking for the train on this live camera. And we've gotten lucky like twice today. Look at that. The Yunokami Onsen Station live camera. What kind of kami is Yuno? The regrettable part about Gundam and Macross is the first series is by far the worst and both suffer from quality. No, I believe that. It's like Star Trek. God, these trains are so cute. I now I gotta look this up and see where this is. Cause like God of Friends, you know. I don't know. It's in Fukushima, like Fukushima Prefecture. Iterashai, you know, friend or something. I don't know. I wonder what the city of Fukushima is like right now, but Fukushima Prefecture is pretty north of Tokyo. Kind of between it and Sendai, I guess. Alright. Let's see this thing. Yeah, the exclusion zone is interesting.
AD, Earth's fossil fuels have been depleted. 3 groups of nations have created orbital elevators and a solar power generation system, giving humanity access to a nearly infinite source of energy. However, even in the 24th
Just like-
century, humanity is still unable to live together as
It's like
one.
Foundation. Gotta admit that, like,
It's begun.
hey, yo.
A real battle, hallelujah. Just what you wanted.
At approximately 6 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, mobile suits launched missiles at the high orbital station in what is now thought to be a terrorist attack.
We have an update on the incident. JNN has just received a video message from an organization that claims it is responsible for preventing the attack and
New
saving
watch
the
party.
station.
We call ourselves simply Celestial Beings. We are a private armed organization in possession of the mobile weapon Gundam.
Gundam really
Hey, we just picked a fight with the entire world.
excels
Do you know
at,
what that
like,
means, Setsuna?
Yeah. I know because we're the Gundam Meisters of Celestial
Jesus.
Being.
these, like, space platforms. Okay. Looks good enough for me. Oh, Planetes. I don't know if that's how you say it, but Earth can never let space govern itself. Earth needs that space money. I feel like I've watched the first episode of this show like twice now. And I've never like got beyond that. I do want to watch Space Brothers sometime. I've tried and I haven't been able to find it. But Planetes, I feel like I've tried to watch it like a couple times and I lose my motivation. Like it seems really cool, but I feel like the first episode puts me off a lot. Because the characters are just such a ragtag group. It's like the Goonies in space, if I remember correctly. Hey yo, Space Brothers is on Crunchyroll? But yeah, so I have no idea what the hell the show's about. Because obviously it's not about whatever they set up in the first episode. Because that's just like getting the pretext out of the way, you know? Oh, God. Space Brothers looks cool. You hear so much about these shows that they're like practically legendary memes. Or at least anti-memes. Two brothers who want to go to space. You want to go to space, chat? I went to space 220. Does that count? I want to go to a space without any humans in it. Like, you know, give me like 10 square miles. Give me a Ruri exclusion zone. I think humanity owes me that much. I've put up with them for so long that I deserve a Ruri exclusion zone. Is it a show trying to advertise for the JSF? Yes. But they're relatively accurate for something based in the future. That sounds fantastic. I love accuracy. I think about Machu saying, "Do you feel free out there in space at least once a day?" JAXA would be the Japanese Space Agency. Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. Mm-hmm. No, they definitely win the acronym game. I do like NASA as an acronym too, but like it's definitely watered down. It doesn't have the weight it used to, especially working at companies and being like, I feel like a lot of them, at least a lot of the big organizations that I've worked for, will be like, oh yeah, we're just gonna use NASA as an abbreviation for North America and South America, and I'm like, you just can't just do that. Like you think you're cool and cute, and you're just ruining like whatever whatever the meaning is there. What the fuck did I just hit play on?
I was listening with my wife, and we both consistently prefer this.
Oh, it's a YouTube video from Dave 2D.
My sketches used to look something like...
Okay, I should actually close my tabs before I start stream, but I don't. I do remember Roscosmos. That is a pretty good one too. ESA. I mean, at least ESA is to the point. It's not some like dumb, grandiose name made by a 12-year-old like the Space Force or something like that. That would just be a ridiculous name for a space agency. The EDF? The Earth Defense Force. The Earth Defense Force is cooler, though, because it's the Earth Defense Force. It implies the unification of the planet for the sake of its defense. Really, you think that you create like an allied agency for the proliferation of things like the ISS? Unrealistic, to be honest, maybe. You just need a good external threat, humans. You just need like an alien invasion. Or, you know, not an invasion, but like the ever-present threat of extraterrestrial invasion to threaten the sovereignty of your homeland. Haven't you seen Crest of the Stars? Just need Independence Day for real? Oh no. Independence Day is like a Michael Bay movie before Michael Bay. I actually have no idea who directed it. For all I know, it could be Michael Bay. But like, I do like Independence Day. As a kid, I was kind of like, I don't know, but yeah, it's good. It's you know, it's just a good blow 'em up, feel good space explode movie. And aside from the fact that like it follows the trope of like always aliens the bad guy, like yeah, wasn't Michael Bay. Yeah, Welcome to Earth. It's a good movie. Classic sci-fi Will Smith. Before iRobot. Awful movies. Battlefield Earth. I don't think I've seen that. Is that the one where aliens invade LA? Like, fuck the rest of Earth. We know the rest of Earth is not important. Also, I see you sneaking up behind me there, Zeus. Battlefield Earth, though. LA. It's the Scientology one. Wait, for real? Oh no. I'm Googling it. Battlefield Earth. Oh no, it's not the LA one. John Travolta. Oh my god. Wow, this is old. This is older than I remembered. Oh, it's got Forrest Whitaker in it. Let's go. I love that guy. He plays like the general or whatever in Aliens Invaded Us for Our Gold. Oh my god, what a fucking dumb plot. Yeah, because Earth is known for its gold reserves. Stupid. God, who the fuck came up with that? They clearly didn't have a science advisor. Forrest Whitaker plays the I mean, obviously he's like in Rogue One as like whatever his name is and stuff. I forget. But in the movie Arrival is one of my like favorite sci-fi movies. Like it makes you think. It's set in like a plausible realism sort of way with still presenting like sort of like fantastical ideas but keeping it grounded in reality. I don't know. I think it's just a fantastic movie. The guy who founded Scientology. Oh, God. I miss when, like, those were, like, the villains that you worry about in the world instead of the villains we worry about these days. Alright, the temperature control is not working out. It's 85 degrees. I closed the door too soon. Alright, I uncovered the vent. I guess Space Dandy off. He wanted comedy. I've never seen Space Dandy. I was trying to remember the name of it, but like it's not on my list for probably obvious reasons. Like I get that it's like a throwback to like a better time or some shit, but like it doesn't look good for someone like me. I'm sure there's a person for which it is fantastic. But it does remind me of another show that does also try to follow in the footsteps in a way of things like Cowboy Bebop and Outlaw Star. Because I feel like in like the 90s and early 2000s, like sci-fi was a lot more popular, especially in like anime and manga and things. And I feel like that's fallen off, but there is another anime about like a space pirate that kept eluding like this like detective and like their sidekick but in space, and there's this like one big episode or like string of episodes where like they like break out of a prison on Mars, and I can't remember the show. It's like this is the second or third time it's come up, but it's a fantastic anime. It's not Outlaw Star. Let me see if I can find it. Space anime tracking down Space Bounty Hunter? No. Space villain. What the fuck is Harlock? I don't think it's Captain Harlock or anything like that. That's like way too old. Detective. Mars Prison. Coyote Ragtime. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. Coyote Ragtime show. Yes. Yes. That is it. Wow, this was 2000s? Oh my god, this is by fucking UFO Table? Holy shit. No wonder it's good. It was okay. okay, like it wasn't like amazing or fantastic. That's why, you know, nobody's heard of it anymore and it wasn't like memorable, but like it was a good time. It was a fun anime. Like so many anime these days are like perfect works of art. But like back then, you couldn't hold anime to those standards because the production values, the story, the character, nothing was nearly as developed. The talent was not as there, but like, yeah, it was fun. It was absolutely fun. But like you did still have like just works of art like Cowboy Bebop, but like, but yeah, I liked Coyote Ragtime Show. I thought it was really good. Like obviously it's ridiculous and it's not amazing by any means, but like if you just want some good honest like fucking shit going down and like some good times in the end, probably, I don't remember how it ends, then you can't go wrong, right? It's even got Ojo-sama character. What about like Bakano? Let me remember. I've never watched Bakano. I've heard of it, but I've never watched it. Cause like it wasn't close enough to my interest group because it like gets off into the like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I haven't watched it. Just didn't have a big enough draw in any sort of way. Time to watch Slayer's counterpart, Lost Universe. I don't know if I ever saw any of that. Because back then, I couldn't like find anime. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever seen Lost Universe, and I really, really want to. Like it's gotta be good, right? You'd probably recognize Canal. Oh, absolutely. She looks like a Handmaid Maid character or something like that. Oh my god, she's voiced by Megumi Hayashibara. No wonder. God, I miss those like classic sci-fi anime tropes. She's Lena. Oh. She's the Lena of Lost Universe. I miss the classic anime trope of like the computer is your girlfriend. Like the ship is actually your waifu. It's a computer girl that lives in the computer and like, yeah, I don't know. God damn. I step away for 2 minutes and come back to robot girlfriends. Listen, that's just the way the world works. Time flies, and before you know it, we're in the future, and we have robot girlfriends and lost universes to explore. It's pretty fantastic, actually, because now everybody can have or be the robot girlfriend of their dreams. Okay, Zeris. It's basically gender-bent slayers. Oh my god. Where can you watch this? Because I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm gonna binge this. God, I wish, like... Nowhere. Okay, we'll fix that. I wish I had unlimited time, money, and motivation. Like, can I just borrow like Toei Animation for 6 months? You know, you gotta set the bar low, right? Maybe Amazon? Let me Google it. Slayer's Lost Universe. Wait, it really is on Amazon? Oh my god. You can borrow JC Staff? Hey, let's go. I'll take JC Staff. Zebek. JC Staff did, what was it? Metal Fighter Miku. They did Railgun. What was the thing recently that I thought was really good? Is it not on here? I can't find it. Okay, well, I feel like JC Staff has done something I liked in the past couple years, but like Wikipedia is not. Oh, this is films. Okay. I'm looking at. I need to look at the anime list. Oh, they did Don Machi. There you go. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon 5? Toradora. Toradora is good, but not recent anymore. I have to recognize that at some point time does move forward. Shakugan Ashana. Yeah, same rules apply. Okay, well, I can't find what I'm looking for. Maybe it was just Danmachi. Or maybe it's something I haven't watched yet. Like High Score Girl. High Score Girl. Or Data Live. No, I don't want to watch Data Live. I'm good. No judgment, chat. If you want to watch Data Live, I commend you. Didn't they do Hayate the Combat Butler? I think it is. I think they did. I loved that show back in the day. I never finished it. I don't think I watched the sequel, but like, fuck yeah. Oh, they did Slayers too. They did Slayers. Oh my god. I didn't realize that. When I watched what Slayers I could back in the day, chat, it was like I didn't know about things like production studios or houses or whatever you want to call them. I didn't follow things like that. What? Nintendo DS and PlayStation 2 aren't retro? They just came out like a generation or two ago. All the OVAs too, yeah. Oh yeah, they're definitely recent. Like Bakuman, yeah. God. You know, you can't look away from humans because you get distracted for like 5 minutes and then you look back over and 10 years have gone by, they've destroyed something important, and then they've released like 400 more anime and you'll be behind and you'll be spending like the next 10 years catching up. Bakuman was really good for showing how hard mangakas work. No, I believe it. I don't think I ever watched it, but I do know. It's definitely like a known work for the craft. Oh god. I do love like it's like, I don't know. Are people who try their hardest to follow their passions the most easily exploited or something? Like, it's sad. Here's one you never have to watch. Shokugeki no Soma. They did that too. Soma? Like Soman? Probably not. Shokugeki, huh? Oh, it's a Food Wars spinoff or something. Follows an aspiring chef who enrolls in an elite culinary school where the students take part in cooking competitions. You know... Oh, that's what it is in English. Why is it written like that? I thought Food Wars was pretty popular. But like... Oh God. Oh God, no. No judgment again. Like, I know like some people are into that, but like... Imagine... That's supposed to sound unappealing. Imagine eating food and having a cutscene play where your clothes blow off. Well, that depends. Is there going to be a warning first that says, before you eat this food, make sure you are ready because several cutscenes will play in sequence. I feel like this, like, all the Food Wars stuff followed the, like, mid-2000s craze of, like, Iron Chef and all that. But, like, I'm probably getting ahead of myself because there's probably, like, a couple decades in there. Yeah, Iron Chef was the 90s. Okay, I'm definitely putting an extra decade in there somewhere. Oh wait, no, they did a rehash in like 2012. Oh my god. Wait, another train? Oh, it's a train. Don't look at how many tabs I've opened in the meantime, chat. It's not important. God, this is a pretty one. Look at that. Look at those huge windows on that thing. Yakitate just got ruined. I do vaguely remember that. You think it's a mail train? Oh, that'd be wild. Is this a train autism stream? Not really. We do like our trains. But like... we just... I don't know why I just started watching this webcam yesterday. And now it's become like a meme in the Discord. God. I miss good trains though. Like... I spent some time in Japan, you know, like you do. And it is just so nice to just adapt to just walking around everywhere and just hopping on and off the train whenever. There's a channel that covers sumo for Western audiences. Oh, sorry about the ads. Like, you just fed a huge box of mail through the front window. Oh, okay. Look up Goku Shufudo's trailer. Oh, I gotta watch the train go by. Loved when I worked at NCSoft for the fact that I didn't need to drive anywhere. Oh, I bet. Oh, there's seats back there. I guess it's a mail and a passenger train, but it looks open. Like, it looks open to, like, the surroundings. Yeah. God, that's wild. I've never been on a train in Japan where the windows opened. Has Rory watched Apothecary Diaries yet? No, I haven't. I will tell you, though, ironically, I found a new hairstylist. And my hairstylist, when I went there last, was playing Apothecary Diaries on the TV. So I got to watch some Apothecary Diaries while I was getting my haircut. So, does that count? I feel like that counts. I think it's good. It's like one of those things that's on my list now, but my list is too long. Like, I gotta finish my light novel so that I can get made into an anime, chat. This is important. English VA for Mao Mao is good, but I watched in Japanese. I'll probably do the same. I end up like I'll study more Japanese occasionally, and then I'll like fall off and be like, yeah, I'm never gonna be like fluent, and give up. And you know, I can just work with like English artists and stuff like that, and then I give up on that because I end up like running into like Japanese artists that I jive well with, and I'm like trying to like bridge the gap again, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I should study more Japanese again, and then I repeat endlessly. But yeah, we're not exactly a trained autism community, but we're here for it. We're definitely autistic about our various things. And like the flavor of the week is this like one train stream, so it's become an internal meme. Stares at every single manga volume for it in a box. Hey, Gunsmith Cats is cool. I need more like classic motorcycle anime. Like, bring back, like, I would love like a modern remake of what's the police anime. Like, I get that like police aren't really popular right now, but like, God, with the like the Moto Compo, You're Under Arrest. Thank you. That's the one. It was so cute. I love that show. It's like one of my like guilty pleasures. When I just need something to feel good, like I'll put that shit on, because like, you know, it's not gonna make you suffer that much, and it's gonna have a good ending or something like that. I don't know. I keep wanting to learn Japanese for video games, and then they get localized and I lose motivation. Yeah, that's kind of how that works. That's relatable. Miyuki, my beloved. Oh my god, Miyuki's fantastic. Recently watched Goddamn, an anime about Group B Wet Rally. Holy shit. Or Goddamn. Sounds cool. Like, you know who the real winner, though, is in You're Under Arrest? I'll give you a hint. It's not Miyuki. It's like 2 or 3 episodes, so a short OVA. Okay. Is it Ken's mom? No, it's not Ken's mom. It's Yoriko. Yoriko Nikaido. The Super 7 is cool. No, that was kind of a ridiculous little plot line. But like, there's so many people who post that one Yoriko GIF on the internet these days. And don't get on me for how I say the G in GIF. The producer loves Super 7s. I believe it. Like, you always see that Yoriko GIF though. So like, I feel like she's the real winner of the show. Also, she's cute as fuck. You gotta respect the like the dits. Bleh. Yeah. Bleh. I mean, I've seen several. Which one? It's the one where she's in the scene where it's like she put the idea in the dude's head that like the girl that he likes is like gonna go like get married off because she like speculated about something, and everybody like comes back around, and she's like, finally, like the jig is up, and she's like, wait, I'm not doing that. Where'd you get that idea? And everybody looks to her, and she's like, ah, though. Bleh. Did Spades cop Mihoshi? Mihoshi's good. God. She really is a top-class Galaxy police officer. Man. I have a version of that GIF that's Meteon. Wait. Oh shit. Oh shit. Fizzy, you're not supposed to raid me. You could just DM me, you know? I started talking about like fucking classic Japanese anime about like fucking space police and shit. And we got on a roll and didn't stop. So like we're over time. But hi, Fizzy. Welcome in. Gamers, did you know that Fizzy is here and can be clicked on right now? So you can click the follow button at the top of your chat and give her a follow because she's fantastic. She's the best lizard. She's cash money, and you should click follow at the top of your chat and give her a follow, or I will hunt you down and convince you in person. My Ruri tabs increase. Welcome in, raiders. Hi, Retro. Listen, I have to once in a while. Okay, yeah, but it should have been me. Well, I guess this is my warning to end for the night. No, I don't have to have a warning, but like I do want to go because I got shit to do now that Fizzy's ended for the night. So like, I'm gonna go, chat. You guys have fun amongst yourselves. I got a hot date to get to. One that I've got to convince to watch Lost Universe with. But please check out the Discord. We like to hang out and talk about all sorts of silly shit online. Maybe we'll be scheduling some watch parties in the near future. I don't know. Don't let me forget though. There it is. There's the links. You know the drill. What am I doing? Links, things. Let me just raid somebody. Yeah, we'll take Fizzy's raiders with us. But thanks for popping in, Fizzy. Once again, chat, make sure you follow Fizzy. We can continue this conversation though on Thursday when I'll be back to maybe do a PC building stream with lots of fun surprises. So definitely come Thursday. And we'll continue this conversation about Space Police because I need your help, chat, to design the ultimate spaceship, or at least build the ultimate stream PC. Okay, who's streaming right now? I was like, God, it's only like 8 p.m. It's been all night. What are we gonna do? You know who I haven't rated in a long time? Quantu 3. They are doing some Guild Wars 2, and they are they're doing Path of Fire for the first time or something. I don't really know what that is, but we're gonna go say hello if they are. Let me check and make sure they're not about to end. No. Okay. Haven't rated them in a while though, so like the cute couple helping each other cross the tracks. Oh yeah, I was gonna look something up. I'll look it up after stream though, and I'll talk about it in the Discord. But yeah, grab that Zaid message, raid message from Xeris. Thank you so much, Xeris. And Quan23. Let's go say hello to our favorite Namazu tuber, Q23. Alright, chat. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I really appreciate it, as always. And I'll see you Thursday.
Plug it in for them to step. Yo, Ruriba. What's up?
Hi, hold on, I'm like still alive.
Plug in.